What drew me to becoming a mesothelioma attorney is the blend of science and law. It's really interesting for me personally how medicine works, how these exposures have worked. And then on the legal side, it's how these companies reacted to the fact that they had a product that they were making a lot of money with, but the product was extremely dangerous. And they knew that if they warned people or if they pulled the product from the market, they would lose their money. My name is Juan Bauta and I'm a trial lawyer. I've been doing this type of work for over 30 years. And in those 30 years, the types of exposures have changed. Today, we see a lot of secondhand exposures, people who didn't necessarily work directly with asbestos, but someone in their family may have worked with asbestos, or they may have been exposed to asbestos unknowingly. We also see individuals who have been exposed to talc. Individuals are exposed to talc through a variety of ways. There are talc products that we're all familiar with, baby powders and cosmetic powders, but there's also talc that's used, for example, in tiles and floor tiles and in a variety of other products. And unfortunately, the talc that was used was contaminated with asbestos. As far as the trades go, today we see a lot of car mechanics who have been exposed to asbestos through brake work or clutch work. I remember a case where an individual was living in an attic apartment during college, and as part of his rent, the landlord asked him to basically upgrade the walls in his attic apartment. He went ahead and did all his drywall work, was exposed to drywall at that point, not knowing that the drywall, especially the joint compounds, contained asbestos. He marries his high school sweetheart 35 years later, diagnosed with mesothelioma. Never exposed to asbestos at any time other than that summer that he was working in this attic apartment while he was in college. That's a case that we took to trial and we won. What drives me to do the work I do today is primarily the amazing experience that you get from meeting families, in many ways at their darkest time when a loved one is dying. And for me as a person of faith, I think it's very important to be there and to help them. If you're a Spanish speaker, I am also. I was born in Cuba. I've lived most of my life here in the United States, but I understand what's unique to the Spanish speakers' experience. I myself have children, I have grandchildren, and at the end of the day, I know that family is very important to us. Once an individual has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, it's very important for him to reach out to a law firm to protect his rights. You're going to get personal attention. It's not that you're a number to us, you're an actual individual. And for example, if you're in Florida, you're going to be visited by either myself or one of the other lawyers. If you're in one of the other states that we practice in, the same is going to be true. You're going to have one-on-one individual care, and you're going to always be able to pick up the phone, reach out, and talk to somebody about your case.